Hi, good day. This is Resilient Kenlau. Now, what is the difference between an experienced trainer and a beginner? Or, I mean, just graduate from secondary school. Okay. Well, I'm not saying all of the experienced graduate couldn't get this done. The thing is that most of them cannot because they will not understand how to plan and why is the need to plan for their parents' retirement finance among the siblings. So yesterday, I have a student asking about these questions. After knowing how I use Excel to explain this and that, he or she began to ask, well, actually, I have this problem, and she explained that. I just asked her one question: What do you want them? What do you want to do with the Excel? So he said, I want to know how much my brother owed me. I say, that's the goal. Let's start with it. So I just type it out. I need to know how much my brother owes me, and she began to explain that he, okay, she got three siblings, right? The brother, sister, and herself. So yeah, and our thought is like, uh, she kind of has some difficulty in calculating how much that the brothers pay, how much that the sister pay, and how much she pay. So she want to find a way to track it easier. So but I listening as just as like I do other consulting work. My first job is not talking. I just sit down there and stand there, listen and listen and listen. Then I begin to, after, I always ask God for wisdom in the morning because I know I need it uh, during my training or during the day. So, yes, I truly believe that the solution comes from God, from above, and I am a messenger. So, let's look at that. So, I divide into this. Okay, from here, it becomes this. Okay, so and I coin it the parent golden age. Your parents, some of the uh, as I myself, I'm 40 over years old, and my parents about 60 to 70. So you can see that the opportunity to use this are very related. So I can resonate with her situation, her predicament. So and by helping others, I help myself. And among the training, there are also others around similar situation. It will be helpful to many other people as well. Now let's see that. So I devised that. So the split is called expenses split. So is that, let's say that you have let's say in the beginning, so everyone contributes some money. Let's say just 3,000, 2,000. These are fictitious amount. So at the very beginning, so there's a receive, and after that, this is expenses. So maybe it's medical cost, or maybe old folks home, and now I got 1,000. Let's say put at 1,000. So how much is the expenses should be split? It is agreeable that among the three is that 50% goes from the brothers, and the other split proportionally between sister and herself. This is again a fictitious percentage. So the actual I do not know. Okay, and I don't need to know. So then I also put the dollar sign because I just talked about the dollar sign in the yesterday video. And so that's the 500, and I'll just drag it here, and you can see that this is the one. And now I can just check to 240, and I can easily spot print it out is, and there's so much already. So how much is it? There's So what is the left there? Now usually people will do is that they add the sum right at the bottom. Now nothing wrong, yeah. You can also use that sum. Now in fact you can use a shortcut called alternate equal sign to sum it. See, you can sum it right here, and I'm just right here. Same here, alternate equal sign, and you can go to this done. And in fact, you can just highlight all of these and press alternate equal sign, and you got it done there. See that? Just up to that value label here. Let's go to here. No, maybe here. Okay, this is also up to that. Now, in fact, this should be up to here, but it's not. Okay, it's just stop there. So having said that, so now I know that the brothers contribute 3,000. So how much left for brothers? So isn't that we need to use this amount minus this amount, and we get 2,707. Is this the balance, right? So I'll put it as the balance. Is that true? So is that a better way from doing just that? Now what if I say that the brother contribute another 1,000 in the second day? So that's 4,000. So isn't that you need to adjust this? But you can't just adjust here, right? You can't just add these two together. It will not allow to. You see that? It doesn't allow. So you need to enclose it with the sum function. You sum the total expenses minus, sorry, the total contribution of the brothers and minus whatever is already paid or expense. Okay, the expenses portion. So you get 3,750. And how about sister? So is there a better way than that? I would like you to pause for a while before you continue to see the next solution that I devise. Okay, pause about for this video, yeah? So great, thank you very much. I believe you've paused it. So the solutions that I received from above is this. And I'll just put there, what I do is that instead of putting here, delete this, I'll actually put a total line right here, and I just type in sum, and I highlight this item until the gray area, as my Sifu CY taught me. Put a gray area at the bottom, right? It's very good. So I just put it there here. Okay, so then I just drag it down here, and over here it's the same. So again, I can just copy, paste it, drag here. So you can see that the 4,000, and instead of having add this thing, which is I can continue add more, right? So that's why I don't want to do that. I'm just going to equal, click on this, minus the total, and that's 3,000. And I just drag it here, and there you are. So let's say at another day, 7,000. Let's say just for 700. Oh, right, that's not there yet. So I can just drag this up here. You can see that there's amount, and I can just drag until the gray area right there. See the 700 as I move on, 1,000, 2,700, and 490, 50. See, and we are 600. So you can see that until let's say oh no, now look at that, there's some more. So maybe at this very point of time the person sent in 9,000, so me is become more, or maybe just say another 300. Okay, so these are the contributions to help the parents in need and the expenses. So if you are good to your parents, then the chances are that your kids will be good to you. I'm saying the chances. It also depends on the words you use to your kids. Okay, so be aware of what you speak out. And most of the time, we learn how the harsh word from watching too much drama. So if you can, stop watching those drama, and because eventually it will poison your mind, your thinking. Okay, and the next thing is that speak good words to your kids, speak good words to your parents, and yeah, you will be someone taking care of you. Yeah, so again, you should have your own judgment, decide whether what I say is right or wrong. And if you not agree, it is okay. If you agree, and it is also okay. Yeah, so I just hope that what these tools that I'm sharing could be helpful to you to plan. So 50%, let's say here, you see that now. Let's say this is the me, yeah. Now let's say whatever the person here will take whatever is splitting here. So let's say now how do we do that, right? Let's say here just put out as 30%, 30% with the percentage. Yeah. So but this has to be total 100%, and this is 25 fixed. So how much is it left? What you can do is that you can test 1 minus the sum of these two. We get done it. Get it done it? Let's see. Aha, look at that. That's 45%. So whatever left is taken by the rest. Let's say here is here to say 46% for any reason, right? So you see automatic adjust. So this person will take the rest of the share, yeah, burden. So yeah, so it's very good to have this. You print it out, and then you can, of course, it's good that you also add some date here. A good a good practice is to add a date. Okay. Maybe I need to add more. Okay, so maybe I'll just put there date of report. And if you say it's today's date, you enter control semicolon. Ha, yes, that's right. Control semicolon is today's date, 26th of November. And if you want to know what is the date, what is the day of the week, you can use the text function. Click on this, comma, and day, and enter. Oh, that's a Friday. Yeah, yeah, today is a Friday. Cool, it's a Friday. Yeah, so last but not least is that we now want to print it out. Let's go to the bottom here. There's a print page layout. So we click on this. It's not compatible with pre-space. If you want to do so, you got to unfroze it. Would you like to unfroze? Okay, let's unfroze it. Okay, now let's look at it. So you can see that the data here is printed in 2 pages, but actually I only interested in printing this gray area. So how do I do that? So what I do is I highlight this area. I go to the page layout, and then click on print area, and I'll just change it to set print area. Okay, so then let's look at the third part. Okay, apparently that this will tell you that this is the area you're going to print, and there are some additional information that we might want to change it for easy. But okay, that is landscape. Maybe I want to go for portrait landscape. Alright, so now it's all printed in 1 page. Beautifully done. So let's look at it here. See that? Now if I press Ctrl P, it will just print this area, and without the calculation there or any notes that are printed here. So I hope this is useful to you. And once again, it all started with a goal. If you know the goal, you can do a lot of things. I mean, you might not know how to go get there, just like using a Waze. And for me, I don't know how to go to my client place, but I know the destination. So I key in that destination into the Waze apps, and I let the Waze guide me, because the Waze is an expert tool, right? When you come, same thing. My students are very smart. When they come, they say they know that, recognize that resilient KLAO is an expert, and all they need is just tell that expert what is my goal, and he will devise the solution. So I hope you can see that point. Now I'm not saying that I'm the only expert. There's so many experts on the on the planet, yeah. And there are also so-called experts. Yeah, so you judge yourself. Yeah, so be aware. And if you find a good expert, to to network with the persons, and you can find them, you can observe them from their LinkedIn posts. There are many. Yeah, so observe them for a while, then you know that, oh, is that person an expert? Is that what they say? Do they say what they do? And so judge yourself. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Asia.